AI agents are making solopreneurs thousands upon thousands of dollars. This is 2025's biggest opportunity. I mean, all you have to do is think of an idea to automate, build it, market it, and then sit back and let the thousands pour in. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. It's not as simple as you may think, but in this video, I will give you the full roadmap on how to build and sell your first AI agent in this crazy AI revolution we are in. For context, I have built and sold multiple AI agents for 4 to 5 figures to clients across various industries from fashion, law, healthcare, and more. In fact, here's an example of a $6,000 no-code AI automation real estate project I got paid to create literally today. Okay, now that you see what's possible, let's break down exactly how you can be the one printing money with AI agents. The first step has 2 roads, one being more risky, so let's talk about the risky road first. So the risky road, think of an everyday process of a business that needs to be automated. This is the ideation phase. In this part, your only goal is to find an idea that you are passionate about, solves a personal problem, and is one that does not already have a ton of solutions. I have said this countless times in videos. You need to find ideas that solve a personal problem, because if no one buys what you are selling, at least you solved something of your own to make your life easier. If you cannot think of a personal problem, then use a website like Product Hunt to find a SaaS or an app that solves a problem that you can relate to, and then remix that app as your own. What do I mean? How do you do this? Let me break all this down live. All right, so let me walk you through my ideation process. First, what I like to do is go to Product Hunt, just like I said. And then I always like to have ChatGPT open on the side, just in case I need to ask any questions. So when you go on Product Hunt, you are able to see a ton of different products that are launched every single day. So you can see products that are launching today. You can see products that were launched yesterday. And the cool part is that you can see the top products of every single day. So you can see what products were extremely trendy, which products were just amazing, which ones, a lot of people liked. The more upvotes a product got, the more people actually want to endorse this product / thought it was extremely cool. So what you're going to look for are probably the top 5 products in like every single category almost, right? On every single list. And you're going to see which ones speak to you. So, and honestly, what I personally do is I just look at all of today's products that way, because you never know which product has a lot of potential, but maybe the marketing wasn't good. Maybe they're missing a core feature. So you just got to look through. So let's look at the first one, spotted and prod, cross vendor, multi-agent team. So this, anything that is like building like an agent that can help you build more agents. I feel like it's just so complex. You have to understand some of these softwares have like millions of dollars of funding. We don't. We're bootstrapping, meaning we are going to use our own hard-earned money to build out our SaaS. And a lot of times it's not much cost anyways. So perfect metadata for stocks. Okay. Videos. Listen to your Google search results. Let's see this. This stuff sounds really simple. Search the world's information. This is Google's product, so this is not going to be the best. Yeah, we don't want to try to copy a $1 billion company, right? Calling clones. Let's try to check this one out. Yeah, it's on apps of virtual self-talk, emotional clearing videos, SaaS type of channels. Let's see this. I don't know if someone actually want to buy this, just talking to themselves. I mean, it's a neat idea, but I mean, we're trying to look for products that people actually, buy, right? Transfer slides and speaker notes in seconds. Slides. This sounds pretty cool. I actually recently did a keynote at a high school, and I had trouble writing my script out. I had slides, but this would have been amazing. So let me check this out. Boost your confidence, AI generate notes, to your slides, making every presentation smooth and engaging. So this is pretty cool. It gives you like slides, and you can write speaker notes about it. So I think we're gonna note this. So opening this in a new tab. All right. This caught my eye when I was scrolling down. Tinder for stocks. Like this sounds super cool, Neat idea. Curated financial social data and integration for stocks. Discover this by research with the tab. All right, so let's see this. The stock discovery. Okay, these photos are pretty bad. They need some better photos. So you can see financial data of a stock, essentially. Here, let's go to the website, do some more research. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And you can see it has a Reddit, like people are saying and talking about it on Reddit. That's really neat. I like this idea a lot, actually. So what we're gonna do now, because we like this idea, is we're going to tell ChatGPT I'm looking at next, just with a twist on what is already out there. So Tinder for stocks. Let's see what else they got. Okay. Here with the above ideas, find some unique feature I can add or some cool spin to make this product my own. So I gave some ideas. I told her to find some unique features that I can add or some cool spin that I can put on the product to make it my own, right? For my next micro SaaS. This is nice, like Tinder for, so in this case, we're gonna have a short quiz and it's gonna generate an investor profile for us. And based on investor profile, it's gonna give us swipeable stocks. That's pretty cool. That uses build multi-step routines such as habit chains. This is really good because a lot of times, if you can chain habits together, you are able to do so much more and be more consistent. Atomic Habits literally talks about this. Like you want to chain habits together. I like this. I like this idea. This add multi-step routines such as habit chain. So I think we're gonna pursue this one a little more. But until let's look at what else this one has. Time blocks that sync with your mental energy curve. A mental energy optimizer. See, people don't realize how important mental energy is. Like, yes, you can have all these tasks organized throughout the day, do them whenever you make sense. But if you don't have the mental energy or mental capacity to actually do the task, no matter how organized the schedule is, you're not going to actually do the task on time and stick to your schedule. It's exactly how you want to find ideas that can speak to you that might not be solving a problem directly of your own right away. But this building habit change will help me personally. I know that. AI energy syncing for your mental energy, that will help me personally. I know that. So I'm going to pursue one of these. Now, remember when I said there are two parts of the ideation phase? Well, we just went over the risky road. The other road is if you find clients who will pay you to build a solution that solves their problem, and then you turn what you built for that client into a resellable solution. This has absolutely zero risk, and not many people talk about this enough. You see, this way, not only did you get paid to work to build a solution, but now you can resell the same exact solution to other clients. Now, a quick precaution, make sure to let your client know that you are reselling what you built for them and that they will get a cut of profits, because after all, they are paying you to build it out. So they are the ones eliminating all the risk for you. And from my personal experience, these clients will actually go ahead and find other clients who will buy the solution from you as well. It's a perfect win-win scenario. You turn your client into a super marketer. Now, with ideation complete, next comes the building phase. This is where you will turn your idea into a reality. And I honestly think this is like the easiest part of this entire process, especially with AI tools. You see, with AIs like Lovable and Bolt, you can build out full stack apps within just a couple of hours. It's actually incredible. It doesn't matter if it's a web app, a mobile app, whatever. Let me walk you through building an app live. All right, so to actually build our app, what we're going to be doing is using Bolt, since it's able to create mobile apps and Lovable is not. And now that we're using Bolt, one thing to also note is we have supplied it 3 images because we are going with the habit tracker app. I think this is amazing. I think the idea of multi-step routines and habit chains is something that isn't used too much when it comes to habit tracking apps. So this is something that we can kind of use as like a little game changer, right? This is the added twist that we have for our app that other habit trackers really don't. So I gave us some example screenshots of other habit tracker apps, like the Sun one that we saw. There's also one I know called Rise app, which is like pretty cool. It's like a spinoff like on anime. Some screenshots of that. So what we're going to ask it now. First is we are going with habit tracker, right? A project description for someone building the app and features in it. I like the idea of habit chains. Keep it simple, yet effective. Don't go too much into tech stack. All right, we're gonna let the AI decide what our tech stack to use. Both use a React Native, so it's good for web apps and mobile. So, all right. Habit loops, micro accountability. We don't need micro accountability pods. I like the loop score, and I like the routine templates. All right, so we're gonna say core features. So let's take out the micro accountability. That's a good idea. Don't get me wrong, but it's something that we can add for later. Build a habit tracking app with anime style elements. Yeah, that's good. Press enter, and now we're gonna let Bolt work its magic, and we are going to have it build whatever we're looking for. And once it's done, we are going to just refine it until we get the product that we want. Now, you don't have to have a finished product, okay, to start your marketing. That's one of the biggest mistakes people do, is they focus on the product being fully successful and made before they actually start marketing it. But that's not what we need. We honestly just need like a couple of UI pictures of our app, like maybe like the home page, some like the core feature pages, and then we are going to use that to develop an amazing AI UGC marketing campaign, which we will cover in a bit. All right, so this is the first iteration of what we got. Using React, I mean, as expected, right? One thing we didn't specify is you want this to be designed in mobile because, okay, it's responsive mode. So let's check mobile. iOS 16, check the habits. It's your habits, loops. That's weird. Stats. So it looks like it's honestly better for a web app or like the desktop version, but we can fix it up for mobile. But okay, so let's say we want this to be more mobile optimized. Okay, and the last part is loops. So you can add a habit loop, but you can use browse templates, and looks at these nice templates. So as a body optimized loop, go to the gym, protein shake. Let's add that. Okay, so you have a body optimizer loop. Can we add any more loops? No. Okay, so you want to be able to add multiple loops as well. Stats. Okay, stats aren't, I mean, they're there. Templates, and again, routine templates. All right, so loops and templates are kind of the same. Oh, so we can add other loops here. So let's do let's add a morning boost loop. Okay, so I like that. Okay, that's nice. This is pretty sweet. Let's see how it looks like on mobile. Okay, it's not bad. This is an MVP, remember, so it's not bad. right? And then your habits. Ah, okay. So the habits are automatically added with the loops. Nice. So if I were to say, go to the gym and then protein shake, the loop is not completed. Okay. So in this case is, actually no, let's keep that. Check off corresponding loop. All right. I see 2 habits were successful. Overview. Done. 2 do's, 3. So overall, it's pretty good. You know, it has a 2 do's. It has a done. We can mark as done. Again, the habits, stats, longest streak. So it's actually a pretty good. I like the layout. I like it overall. Nice. All right. So we gave some fixes. Now we're going to give, tell it to fix what needs to be fixed. And from that point on, we are going to start taking screenshots of our app and then launch our marketing campaign. So the marketing is going to be extremely sick. But let's just add one more quick fix for our app before we get into that. All right. This is our new version. And let's check this out. We got ready to start your journey, explore templates. Let's add the morning boost loop again. Let's okay, so we already have 3 habits to do. Okay, more habits. Ooh, add new habit now. That's tough. Let's say what's a new habit? Oh, take morning vitamins. Take magnesium, vitamin D, and ashwagandha pills. Duration takes 5 minutes. Difficulty like 1, literally. Color theme is green or yellow. I have it. Nice. All right. Nice. And then we got loops. We got morning boost loop. We can add another. Oh, this is so cool. We can create a habit loop, and then we can have all these other habits. This is so tough. Wow, this is actually really this is some mind blowing. Some other loops, habit loops. So we have categories for our loops as well. Nice. All right. Favorite habits. One thing. Oh, some more templates. Let's look at let's have a body optimized loop as well. So okay, and now we have our habits. So let's say we want to see we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this. Go to loops. It looks like our loops still isn't updated, but we can fix that anytime. Go to the gym and protein shake. All right, so we finished all our habits. Habits completed. Templates. Nice. This is pretty cool overall. All right, so our app for the most part is created. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take screenshots of our app and save it for our marketing campaign, which we're going to run in the next part. So let's take a nice screenshot of this. And then the last screenshot we're going to add is one with looking at templates. Yeah, this is tough. Someone sees this, they're like, whoa, this is sick. All right, perfect. Cool. So we have a habit loop as well. So we have all of our marketing material. And of course, we can always refine our app and do more things and, just make it better and better. But we already have the material we need to start marketing and get early traffic and make sure that this app is something that people will actually buy. So let's do that next. Okay, so with the idea found, app made, here comes the hardest part, marketing. In 2025, content is everything. If you're not creating content, you are already behind when it comes to marketing. Now, I understand. You might not want to show your face publicly like I am, or you want to keep your side hustles on the low because of corporate America purposes. And you don't want to pay creators thousands of dollars that you don't have to market your app, get you 50 views per reel and 0 sales. That would suck. So to solve this, I have partnered up with today's sponsor, Arcad's AI, to bring an easy solution for you. Let me walk you through what a ton of big brands are doing already. So it's okay if you do not want to be in front of the camera, because now we can use AI avatars who will be our AI actors. And we are going to be using Arcad's AI, who's also today's sponsor, to create some of the best marketing campaigns ever. You can see like they have amazing AI actors that like seem extremely real. And this tool I've been using myself for a while now, so it's cool to show you guys my exact method. So I already have an account made, right? And you can have a logo of your product and the product name. Our product name is going to be Life Maxing, right? Do we have a logo? Let's see. We don't really have a logo as of right now, but we can always make a logo later. Cool. So now look at all the different actors we have, right? You can pick from a huge selection of AI actors, right? Male, female, older people, younger people. You can use these filters on the left to pick, what's shown. In our case, we want a phone, right, of some sort, because we want people to be like, yo, this app, Life Maxing, is amazing. Okay. Let's see, do we need any other situations? Well, you can use different situations and whatnot. In our case, let's say we take out the phone. You can see like you can have Christmas, you can have firefighters, you can have ASMR, you can just have like regular AI avatar, which is probably the most common one. Coffee shop. I think, let's see, we are trying to help someone improve themselves, right? So maybe do outside. I think outside is pretty good because you're outside, you're working to improve yourself. Maybe walking. I like this one. Let's favorite that one. Let's dumbbells. Check this out. This is again you're working on yourself. So we can also add this too. All right. Okay, so we have 3 selected. All right. All right, let's keep these 2. And yeah, this would be pretty fire. All right, so now let's add the actors. And now we can write a script, right, for what these people can, say in the video. So we are obviously not going to write it ourselves. We're just going to have ChatGPT write it, right, for us. Okay, so this is a script that we have that ChatGPT gave us, right? We can have both of these actors, say this, right, for us. So this is going to be pretty cool. So we have Heather, we have Christopher. Again, we can add the phones, but I like the idea of having, them working out and really improving themselves. So let's go with this. I like that. And the cool part is you can test different assets. You can try other actors if you want to, right? Right now we have Heather and we have the guy, but you can, try out different things, see what works, see what gets more views on social media, right? Look, gym, right? I think honestly, I'm gonna add gym too. Yeah, I might just add a gym. Yeah, and now we're just gonna launch this and generate our video. So it's gonna be cool to see what the final result is gonna look like. Now, as this generates, one thing I want you all to remember is you can try out different scripts, different creatives. There's gonna be a lot of testing that you're gonna have to do, right? See what works. And the best part about this is once you get archives, you can just it's just keep generating a bunch of videos, put on social media, see what works. And whatever works, just keep doing that again and again and again. All right, so we have our creatives ready, and now let's go check them out and see how they are. So start with this one.
You're not lazy. Your system is broken. Motivation fades. But a habit loop? That's momentum you can ride. Looks Maxing helps you build better habits by chaining them into powerful daily routines. Instead of checking off random tasks, you create loops, like a morning loop or a night reset loop, and actually feel your progress. It's not about doing more. It's about doing things that build on each other. Start small, stack smart, stay consistent. Download Looks Maxing and build routines that stick.
That is amazing. Like, come on. That is exactly what we're going for. That is a perfect creative to now edit a bit, touch up, and now push out on Instagram or TikTok. And honestly, you can push this creative out just the way it is, and it'll probably still work. It'll still get some views, right? So you don't have to add cool edits or anything on top of this. This is good just the way it is. So let's look at the other ones as well. All right, so I have CapCut opened up, and you can see right here, I added some edits across the creative. So the creative, originally he talks about, the app, obviously, but certain parts of it, you want to show what the person is talking about, right? So right here.
Looks Maxing helps you build better habits by chaining them into power.
Here, let's remove this a little bit over.
To build better habits by chaining them into powerful daily routines.
So what we're doing now is we're showing what he is saying, right? We're supporting, we're getting them nice screenshots of the UI that we had both build out.
Progress. It's not about doing more. It's about doing things that build on each other.
Like, this is perfect, right? We are adding supporting material to what he is saying anyways. And then at the end,
download Looks Maxing and build routines that stick.
So right there, let's cut that last part out because we don't need that. And boom, all we gotta do is export this.
You're not lazy. Your system is broken.
And boom, we can just upload that directly to Instagram, directly to TikTok. And now we're gonna repeat the same process with the other creatives that were created with ArcAd. So this one.
You're not lazy.
You're not lazy.
This one. And now we have 3 creatives that we can go ahead and upload directly to social media. So you have your creatives like here. You have Heather as well.
You're not lazy. Your system is broken. Motivation.
One thing, let's say you want to add a change, right? You're like, maybe this person's speaking a little too slow. Like right here.
Fades. But a habit loop, that's
you can see that's a little too slow pace. I might want to change that. Let's say I can click the remix button and it's going to add the script of this video into this box. So now we have the same exact voice actor. Right, so you play the noise.
You're not lazy. Your system is broken. Motivation fades. But a habit loop, that's momentum you can rock.
So, this is what we're used to, right? You can actually edit a lot of the things, right? And I touched on this a little bit, but to go more in depth, let's say I want to make her speak a little faster. Now that I'm looking at all the creatives, I'm like, you know what? We need to up their tempo. So if I change to 1.2 speed, let's play it again.
You're not lazy. Your system is broken. Motivation fades. But a habit loop, that's momentum you can ride. Looks Maxing.
See, she's speaking much faster and it just gets the job done quicker, right? When you're creating these ads, you want to make sure you're not boring the user by speaking too slow. I usually keep stability and similarity the same. The style exaggeration also keep the same, but just for a little context on what each part is. Stability controls the voice consistency, right? Similarity controls how each segment is in terms of, is a person talking the same? Does their tone sound the same? Pronunciation the same, right? And style exaggeration is just how much more emphasis the person has when they're talking, right? So if you add more style exaggeration, say 0.6, which is definitely on the higher end, right? We could try to see what changes apply to her voice.
You're not lazy. Your system is broken. Motivation fades. But a habit loop, that's momentum you can ride. Looks Maxing helps you build better habits by chaining them into powerful daily routines.
She's adding more emphasis on the words, right? And it sounds less robotic almost. Style exaggeration, I think 0.6. Actually, I will keep that. And I'll keep it 1.2 as well. Like I said, stability, similarity, I usually just never change. But with some other cool things that you can do is you can actually add different voices over the same creator. Let's say you want a different voice over Heather, right? You can pick based off age, you can base how old the person is, right? You can also say, take that out, pick what language. So you have Chinese voices, right? You can do Spanish. Let's say you're trying to, target a specific demographic, right? You're trying to target Spanish speaking individuals. So,
hola, bienvenido a Farcats.
Hey you, welcome to ArcAds.
So you can see there's different, this one is pure Spanish. This person speaking English, but has an accent, right? And you can see the different accents right here as well, based on the language, right? You can add, let's say, German. Try this one.
Hallo, willkommen bei ArcAds. Ich bin eine der
Look at that. That's amazing. You can literally change the voice and just the accent, and you have different tags saying, oh, this is a little cuter, this is more narrative style. Let's try this one.
Hallo, willkommen bei Akats.
Okay, a little more soft. Let's try this one.
Hallo, willkommen bei Akats. Ich bin eine der natürlichen KI-Stimmen, die du für deine Werbung.
Again, very cool. You can change the voice with however you want it. Right now, we're using default voice. I'm targeting obviously an English-speaking audience, so I'll keep it the way it is. But I'm going to change these settings so, more style exaggeration. Of course, feel free to change the language however you want to. And yeah, this is extremely, extremely cool. So, you can always remix your current creatives in case you want to just have different people talk, or the same people talking in different ways. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. And this is really cool, but there's an even better feature that I have not shown yet. And this is going to change the game of content creation with AI. So if you look right here, you can now add a screenshot into Arcads, and it will put that screenshot on the person's phone, and it will have the AI avatar point to the phone with your app on it. Like, this is absolutely insane. You can have the prettiest girl show off your app, and trust me, every person's eyes are going to be paying attention. Like, put your app in this phone right here with this person, everyone's going to be like, okay, let me pay attention. And that's how you drive traffic to your app. So this feature right here is probably one of my favorite features of Arcads. So definitely check it out. I know Arcads is absolutely insane. Check out Arcads, click the link in the description below. Now, with your marketing engine running, you simply have to sit back and wait for the users to buy and money to pour in. And as your app crashes, which it definitely will, make sure to fix your bugs ASAP. If you want to see me build and market an app from scratch, check this video next.